Hi everyone, I'm meteorologist Rusty McCranie and welcome to Weather Express. It's your weather in 5 minutes. Start the clock. Friends, our historic winter storm is ongoing. We've seen significant amounts of sleet, freezing rain and snow, bitterly cold temperatures as well, really plaguing the eastern two-thirds of the U.S. And this is going to spread east-northeast as we go overnight and into Sunday. Let me show you what's happening right now late on this Saturday. I've got the composite radar and the current temperatures on the board right now. Anywhere that you see orange is going to be a mixture of sleet and freezing rain, and it's been a big problem for central and north Texas, up the I-20 corridor, I-35 into the southern sides of Oklahoma. Cold enough right now at OKC. Temperatures in the single digits. It's all snow right now, and these blue bands are heavier snow that's beginning to develop. So there's still significant snowfall with some very cold weather in portions of the southern plains. You get to East Texas, northern Louisiana, and Mississippi, you get into this pink. Now you're talking about, again, a mixture of ice and some freezing rain to go along with that, and of course some snow, but it's going to be an ice storm warning all the way into the southern sides of Tennessee. Anywhere we see this freezing mark, that magic 32-degree number, is where we could have a significant changeover to all types of winter weather, and then where the ice accumulations could be more than an inch in a couple of spots. By the way, I'd love to hear from you guys. Let me know if you're being impacted by this storm, exactly what you guys have been seeing, if you've had any power issues, if you had any travel problems. It's all snow. Kansas City on over towards St. Louis. Some of that will be on the heavier side. Really cold as well. Same thing for Springfield towards Indianapolis. Changing over right now to a little bit of some snow in Nashville, but still some freezing rain on the board there. This will spread over the southern Appalachians, and that moisture moving off towards the east. We'll see some heavier snow moving to the Ohio Valley tonight, and then starting tomorrow, very significant snowfall in the northeast United States. We're talking about 12 to 18 inches in a lot of locations. Going back out to the big perspective for you right now, guys, I want to bring on the wind chill values. So I want you guys to take a look at how cold it is. So we have the snow flying. I'm going to bring this on for you guys one more time real quickly as well. So you can see the snow flying, and the wind chill values right now in places like OKC and Tulsa are going to be well below zero. Same situation in Kansas and Missouri, in Illinois. So not only are we going to have these significant accumulations of the winter weather, but the bitter cold that'll be coming along or for the ride as well. The interesting thing is down in the southern sides of Louisiana, we've even had a few rumbles of thunder for today. Looking at the local storm reports, it'll give you an idea of what we've seen so far for today. All of the blue icons are going to be snow up in the Kansas City area, bursts of snow a couple of inches from time to time. Same situation over Kansas City. I-40 east, Oklahoma into Arkansas, again, mainly significant snow, a couple of spots, more than 6 inches. These pink icons are going to be sleet. And so the sleet accumulations I-20 north are going to be a couple of inches in a few spots. The freezing rain is going to be maybe a quarter of an inch in a couple of areas. And so the accumulation of those combined could be a few inches in some spots. That's the area that I think is going to have the significant problems with ice. Those are the areas in purple. All right, let's look at the warnings that are in place right now. We'll start in Oklahoma City. The winter storm warning. Big spread of accumulation still ongoing late this Saturday and overnight. May not get done until midday tomorrow before it's all said and done. But big spread, 2 to 9 inches of accumulation, mainly in snow. Down into this purple area. Northern Louisiana and northern Mississippi especially. Again, you're looking at a ice storm warning here. Total accumulations of ice and sleet 1 to 3 inches. We could also see a ½ inch to an inch of actual freezing rain. And again, big problems all the way up into the southern sides of Tennessee as well. For St. Louis, it's going to be 7 to 10 inches of snow for your winter storm warning. That's the same situation for Indianapolis as well. Columbus, Ohio at this point in time. You guys are under a winter storm warning for 9 to 12 inches of snow, but the most significant snow will be up the major metropolitan areas of the East Coast, starting in Baltimore, D.C. area tomorrow, where we are likely to get 6 to 10 inches, but locally up to 14 inches there. Same thing for the Philly area. New York City, get ready, get prepared. 10 to 16 inches of snow. And then for Boston, it's going to be 12 to 18 inches. Some of the high elevations of the Berkshires and the Catskills will likely get over 2 feet of snow. I mentioned that in yesterday's video. All right, let's get into the forecast. I'm going to bring up the HUR bottle. It's the high resolution rapid refresh. And we're just going to loop this up right on through Monday morning. So the evolution of this storm system, again, beginning right now, we could still see some heavy snow into the southern plains through tomorrow morning. This will pick up a little bit of steam, where we're also likely to see a few strong thunderstorms in the panhandle of Florida tomorrow. By the way, I know I'm out of time, but you guys know I'm going to give you guys the information you need as clear and concisely as I possibly can. So the bottom line is the freezing rain line could get all the way into West Virginia and Virginia. On the north side of that, you see that blue band? That's where the heavy snow is going to fall, and it will impact some of the Northeast. Again, you can see that. There's the Baltimore area, Philly, New York, and Boston. We'll see if there's even a wraparound situation where Boston gets a little bit more snow as we go through early on Monday. But obviously, the snow totals in this area are likely to be very significant. The moisture overall is extreme, and then behind it, you're going to get some bitterly cold temperatures for you guys as well. All right, so let's go back out to the big perspective here and start with the snow accumulations. All right, I'm going to go out all 3 days. This is going to be total storm snow totals. What has already fallen and what could still likely fall. So again, Oklahoma City, Tulsa, Springfield, 6 to 7 inches of snow on top of what could be an inch or two of ice. Same thing for St. Louis. Again, 7 to 10 is the winter storm warning. That's what the models are showing. 9 inches or so in Indianapolis. There's that foot of snow in Columbus. And look how bad it gets. Pittsburgh, 14 inches. Philadelphia, again, 10 plus in a couple of spots. New York City, right around 14. There's that up to 18 inches in the Boston area. Albany, about 1.5 feet as well. Same thing for Syracuse. Significant swath of really heavy snow. Even Louisville is likely to get about 10 inches. When we look at the ice potential, obviously that's farther south on the little bit warmer side. Now again, I know it's in millimeters, but 25 millimeters is 1 inch. So all you have to do is follow this line into the western sides and southwest sides of Tennessee to see these areas near Nashville, right around 1 inch of ice. And that's not sleet, that's just freezing rain. Significant ice could be over the Carolinas as well, especially the higher elevations as you go to places like the Banner Elk area. Then you can follow the moisture up I-95, even towards Baltimore, where they could start off with a little bit of sleet and freezing rain before they turn over to the snow. So once again, my friends, all of these winter storm warnings, the winter storm is going to have a significant impact all the way into New England as we go into Sunday and early on Monday. And then watch out for the bitterly cold weather as well. I am certainly out of time. Again, let me know in the comments section below where you're viewing from, what has been happening. If you have a question about the forecast, feel free to drop it in the comments section below. Do appreciate you guys taking a quick second, hit that like button and subscribing to the channel. Please stay safe. We are not over by any means. This storm in some areas is really just getting started, and I'll be back tomorrow with the latest forecast. Until then, take care.